everybody. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to pack a painting to be shipped. Now, I have a piece that's getting ready to go out. It's got to go to, well, it's going to Washington State, then it goes to Vancouver, British Columbia, then it will actually travel again to, I'm not sure if it's Arizona or China, and then it comes back to the States and will be in Florida for a while. So, you need to have some pretty good sturdy packaging, and this is what today's video is going to be about. So thanks for being here, and if you like watching this sort of thing and you like to learn about art tutorials, painting, art product reviews, all that good stuff, everything pertaining to art, then you need to subscribe. So thanks for being here, and let's go ahead and pack a painting. Okay, so there's already a painting in this box, and it's a painting that has been away for a while, and it's just gotten back and just happens to be the same size as the painting that I'm getting ready to ship. So I like to recycle, but big packing boxes like this can be purchased in on companies and online like Uline. I've bought plenty of good shipping boxes through Uline. They will also come with the proper foaming and ways to protect the corners and all that good stuff. So it'll be curious because this is not the box or the crate that I sent this painting in, but it came back in this crate. So it'll be, I'm kind of curious to see, because I haven't opened the box yet, to see what this painting, how this one fared in its shipping. So let's go ahead and see where this is. The first thing I have to do is tear off all the other identifying information about the painting. Being that this is going to be an international piece, it has to be, it has to have special customs and duty-free papers that go along with it. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. So let's see what we got. So I've ripped through some of the tape and everything to get to what's in the box. And it's a painting that I haven't seen in a while, okay? So it's been to Vancouver, China, and Arizona, and now it's back. So it's been over a year since I've seen it. So it's kind of always fun to welcome it back. But anyhow, I will be reusing this particular box because the painting I'm getting ready to ship is exactly the same size. That was no accident. So I am a thrifty girl, so I do like to recycle. And being that some of these crates can be kind of expensive when you're purchasing them, you know, you really need to, I'm always thinking, always trying to save a buck, right? So, but I do want to keep my paintings safe. And as we open this up, you'll get to see how we've got, these crates are designed for this. It's got these neat protective measures. This is a very hard plastic on the inside, so that keeps the painting safe. Then we've got some foam, okay? So the foam's in here. And here's the painting. So yes, this Impala piece has been away for a while, and it's here, it's back. And it will be on exhibit at my studio until I find a buyer for it. But here we have this piece. Now, this one's coming out. And the one that's getting ready to be shipped in the box is coming off the wall. And it's this piece. And this one's getting ready to be shipped out. So let's put this one in the box. Oh, now would you look at that? Perfect fit. No mistake. This too is, actually that one, I think they're both 30 by 40s. So, you know, having a crate that's a great, you know, a good size to accommodate that. You can see there's a little bit of room on the edges. That's good too. And yeah, I'm getting ready to say goodbye to this piece for a while. And now I'm going to go ahead and put the foam overlay on this. That helps keep it protected. Now, there are times, like I've used some packing material that will actually accommodate, like they'll even have special corner holders, and again, Uline is a good place to find them, but you can get a lot of packing crates specifically for art in a lot of places. You know, you're shipping pieces that are thousands of dollars, so you don't want it to, you don't want to take any more chances than you have to with a piece. And let's see, what am I doing wrong here? Oops, I got that kind of caught in there funny. Come on, Sue. There we go. There we go. Now we got to sit this back down on here. And that's how we're doing it. Now, when shipping a piece, a painting internationally, there's sometimes there's some requirements that it's not that big a deal, but there's certain forms. In this case, this particular piece is for my Artists for Conservation 2020 exhibit. So I have, actually, it's a picture of the painting, and one of these, I cut this in half, and one of these will go on the back of the painting so it's identified. And it will also, the other one will go onto the actual crate so that anybody in customs can look and say, okay, this is what's supposed to be in here. And they can open up the box and see indeed that that's what is inside of the box. I also have something called a work of art statement needed for duty entry. Now, this is also just, this form is completed and to accompany the actual artwork. And a lot of times these just are in triplicate. These forms are oftentimes in triplicate, and they're also taped to the outside of the box so that each time it goes to a different country, or they can actually pull these little forms out and they can see, yes, this indeed is the painting Cocklery holds audience, and you have to also assign an actual value for the piece in the event that, you know, well, they do want to sell them. That's kind of the idea, but it also just gives it a little bit of, so we know as far as insurance purposes too. And then the other thing is that we actually have the addresses that go as to where the box is going. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get this all ready to be shipped, but I have found that using FedEx is probably, for me, the most cost-effective, especially for sending large pieces out. I was sending a lot of my stuff through the U.S. Postal Service, and I still use the U.S. Postal Service for a lot of my paintings that are shipped out. But when I'm shipping international, I find that FedEx is more affordable and more reliable. And because an oversized piece, I understand, I think the U.S. Postal Service is only, they're not taking the big boxes, or that was why I ended up going with FedEx in the first place. And once I actually saw that it was so much more affordable, it made more sense. But now I will say that shipping with FedEx, the insurance part is a little tricky. They oftentimes don't want to insure for more than $1,000, which obviously the paintings are worth more than $1,000. But I have been shipping with them and I have not had any problems, knock on wood. You just saw this piece come back and it was fine. And so yeah, that's kind of the deal. But yes, there's a lot of documentation that a painting has to go with if it's being shipped internationally. So we're gonna get ready to do that too. First, the actual identification for the painting is put right on the back, on the corner, on the back of the painting. And it does identify that it's going to the Artists for Conservation event, and it actually has my return address, and the description of the painting is here too. So once that's all taped on, and we'll be able to pack this sucker up. Okay, so here we are. I am packing this piece up to be shipped, and then realized what's missing. It's not even been wired. I have not even gotten this piece ready for hanging. So as a bonus, we're gonna also show you today how to wire a painting properly for hanging, as I did not already do this. So because it's going to be in a lot of different places, it's gotta be wired, and it's not even wired. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over that with you today too. So I like to start by using, putting some pilot holes for my screw eyes before I actually, so we're just gonna come down, and I kind of eyeball it. I am about a quarter of the way down on the painting. And I go ahead and just draw a little pilot hole. And see if we can show you a little bit closer. No, hang on. Okay, so I have my little pilot hole. Let's just go ahead and make sure that's a good little hole. And just screw that little sucker in there. Sometimes it's handy to have a nail too, and I use the nail to help me twist these in. But I don't have one right handy, so I'm going to use the other screw eye, and it just helps give you leverage. So you want those good and tight. And of course you want to make sure you're using the proper size and weighted wire. This is not a very heavy painting. It's not a very big painting. It's a 30 by 40. So you want these to be sturdy enough to be able to support the weight. I like those in there nice and tight. Give it one more turn. There we go. And we'll get to do that same thing on the other side. Now, I like to use a pretty hefty wire. This is a nice coated, beautiful hanging wire. And I like to really make sure that I have it in there pretty well. So I give myself plenty of wire to use. And now I like to run it through both sides. And even though you'll say, wow, aren't you a little excessive? Yeah, I am, but I like to, I'll cut it off if I need to, because what I do, I wrap it a few times around, being that it's wire, it's pretty malleable, and I keep it a tight wrap around there. And then after I've done this a few times, I run it back through the eye. So then I run it back through the eye. So in a sense, it almost has a double area of, at the point of insertion in the eyelid. So it's actually in there twice. Now, I'd say that there's probably a lot of artists out there that do this better than me, and I'm good with that. Okay, now that we are properly wired, nice and neat and taut, and we've got it all wired up, I can flip this baby over and get it ready to ship, finally. Okay, here's the painting, and it is getting ready to go out the door. I've got to go ahead and finish packing it up. So it's got actually two things of foam underneath it, and the box itself has a puncture guard kind of layer towards it on the back, and it's more evident on the other side of this box, but it keeps it from being punctured from either side. and the foam helps keep it sturdy and safe while it ships. And yeah, so getting ready to take care of this little puppy, send it right out. Okay, so I've gotten all the old stickers off that have all the old identifying marks, if you will. That was the other painting of the Impala. Now I have to go ahead and use my packing tape and tape it up and put all the other packaging labels on it. So here we go. Okay. Take the glasses off here. We'll make sure it's good and secure. So I'm going to tape all these edges up. We'll go ahead and expedite this. Now, see here, you have the statement needed for duty-free entry. And basically it's just a statement saying that this is a work of art, with the title of the pieces, and I have to sign these. And then these will go, there's 3 of them, and they'll go into a Ziploc bag and be taped directly to the box. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so these guys are signed, ready to go. I put those right into this Ziploc bag that I think I provided last year. And yeah, put this in here. They'll have these for whatever it is that they need these things for. And I just go ahead and I will tape these on to here. They will be ready to go. I don't even know if they actually get into these things because honestly, I just using the same envelope, it still had the ones from last year in it. And I guess I thought that they take them out when it goes to different, you know, different places, but they did not. Or if they did, they taped it all back nicely. And there, that is it. So everything it's got a return label, it's got the ship to label, it has the duty-free paperwork on it, it has a picture of the artwork, and all the old stickers have been taken off. So I think we're ready to go. Putting some extra tape on it, because you know, you can never be too safe, right? And as sure as I have this thing all taped up, I'll figure out that I had something I had to do. All right, it's ready to go. Okay. So the painting shipped out. Everything went smoothly. My son helped me take it to our office depot since it is a FedEx hub. We shipped it out, had my little paperwork, and of course it does have the tracking number. So it was estimated delivery date was supposed to have been the 4th of September. Well, it didn't get there till the 10th, and that's because the wildfires out west. We have Oregon and California are on fire, and it's terrible. And of course, my prayers are for those people in that region of the United States. But this painting was traveling to Washington State, so all of the West is kind of in a big smoky, fiery mess right now. So that did delay the painting delivery. So, but with the tracking number, I was able to follow it and know where everything was going, and I know when it was signed for when it got to its location. There you have it. So when you're packing your paintings, now I don't always ship through FedEx. If I have small paintings that I am shipping off to, you know, places, I've shipped a lot of pieces to California. I've shipped pieces to, right there, Phoebes, you know, all over the place. I've shipped paintings. If they're small enough that I can pack and I can do my own thing, I do. But, you know, if they're big pieces like the one that I had to ship off, this 30 by 40, yeah, I send it to a shipper like that, especially since we were dealing with in international shipping. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a big shipper. So there you have it. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions about anything that I did in this video, go ahead and leave it in the comment section. And if there's something that you would like to see me paint or cover or whatever, them out. I appreciate you being here. And again, if you like this type of thing, give me some thumbs up. It would mean a lot. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And again, from Kingsport, Tennessee, I'll see you next time. Bye.